In 1977, a strange radio pulse hit a telescope in Ohio. One sharp burst, never heard again. The scientists who caught it didn't celebrate. They froze. The data spiked off the charts, then fell silent. It wasn't interference, not a satellite, not a glitch. Just a clean, perfect signal that vanished as fast as it came. When astronomer Jerry Eman printed the data, he circled the strange sequence in red ink and wrote one word beside it. Wow. That was it. No speech, no code, no second try. Just one whisper from deep space. A single hello that never said anything again. For 50 years, people tried to hear it once more. They rebuilt the same telescope, then newer ones. They pointed satellites, dishes, antennas, all waiting for a second wow. But the sky stayed quiet, and that silence became its own mystery. Because silence in science can mean two things. Either there's nothing out there, or something doesn't want to be found twice. The same year, 1977, a rock singer, Sammy Hagar, released Crack in the World. In it, he warned, "A great divide is coming in 2025. We've got 50 years left." It was meant as metaphor, not prophecy, but when 50 years passed and 2025 arrived, the line suddenly didn't feel like music anymore. The world had changed. Satellites cluttered the sky. Artificial intelligence began writing stories, answering questions, and then, out of that same sky, a new object appeared, a light from beyond the sun, 3I Atlas. Astronomers in Hawaii caught it on July 1st, 2025. At first, it was just another faint dot on a long exposure frame, but when the data came through, something felt off. Its speed was wrong, its path was wrong, it was moving too fast for a solar orbit. That meant only one thing: it came from another star. The news spread faster than the comet itself. Threads, reels, podcasts, every influencer became an expert in orbital mechanics overnight. Even AI joined the noise. ChatGPT launched a new feature that same month called Atlas. Coincidence? Maybe. But online, that word stopped existing years ago. Then came the video, a perfect clip of the comet drifting through space. No noise, no stars, no camera shake. Just a glowing oval gliding across blackness. Millions believed it. Millions shared it. It felt too clean to doubt. But one astrophysicist noticed something strange. The motion wasn't free-floating. It was pulsing. He zoomed in and laughed. That's not a comet. That's a paramecium, a single-celled organism. Tiny hairs, cilia rippling like oars, filmed through a microscope, not a telescope. The internet had mistaken a drop of water for the cosmos. But while the fake video captured attention, the real 3I Atlas was quietly crossing the void. A visitor older than humanity, older than the Earth itself. It's only the third interstellar object ever found. Before it came Oumuamua in 2017, the cigar-shaped rock that moved like it had an engine. Then Borisov in 2019, a comet that looked like it belonged to another galaxy. Now Atlas. 3 messengers, arriving decades apart as if on schedule. Astronomers noticed something unsettling. Atlas doesn't spin like most comets. It holds a perfect line, steady as if something inside is keeping balance. Even small outgassing jets, the usual push point of melting ice, aren't affecting it much. It's as if it wants to stay the same. If it's natural, it's flawless. If it's not, then it's deliberate. Somewhere between those two lies the question nobody wants to ask out loud: what if it's not just a rock? If it were a craft, it could change course. Right now, Atlas is expected to swing behind the sun and vanish for months. On the far side, beyond human eyes. And if it reappears, slightly off course, even by a few degrees, that would mean it made a choice. Meanwhile, telescopes around the world stay locked on it. Hawaii, Chile, Tibet. Cold domes filled with quiet humans watching a silent traveler. Each frame they capture gets logged, stacked, analyzed. Every photon counts. Every flicker means something. Somewhere, an astronomer checks the data and mutters, "It's too clean, too precise." Another laughs it off. But in the silence after, nobody argues. And here's what really messes with everyone's head. 3i Atlas glows green, but there's no reason it should. Comets glow green because of diatomic carbon. When sunlight hits it, ultraviolet light excites the molecule and turns it emerald. But Atlas has no carbon signature, no C2, yet it still shines that same alien green. So what's making it glow? Some chemical we don't know yet? Some physics we missed? Or maybe something that wants to be seen? When scientists traced its trajectory backward, they noticed something almost poetic. It came from the same general direction as the WOW signal, the same part of the sky. Lyra, the odds are tiny, but the thought alone was enough to set the internet on fire. 50 years ago, a radio burst said, "Wow." Now a green light from the same patch of stars drifts into our system. Facts bring answers, wonder brings questions. Still, it's hard not to notice the timing. 1977, the signal, the song. 2025, the comet, the AI. 50 years apart, perfectly aligned, like dots in a pattern we're not meant to see yet. In the middle of all this, people forget something simple. Every discovery begins with disbelief. Galileo, Darwin, Tesla, all were laughed at first. Maybe the first one who whispers, "What if it's alive?" will be next. Meanwhile, up in those mountains, the telescopes keep breathing slow. They hum, they vibrate, they listen. Somewhere inside, a faint light moves 1 pixel at a time. You wouldn't even notice it, just a shimmer in a sea of black. But that shimmer carries billions of years of travel, a grain of rock, a fragment of another sun. And somehow, in all this emptiness, it found us. The funny part? The paramecium under a microscope and the comet out in space. They move the same way. Ripples in water, ripples in plasma. Tiny life, giant traveler. The universe repeats itself on every scale, just zoomed in and out. Maybe 3i Atlas isn't just an object. Maybe it's a reminder that we're not separate from the cosmos. We are the cosmos, trying to see itself. And maybe when Jerry Amen wrote "wow" in that red ink, he wasn't just reacting to data. Maybe he was answering something that had been waiting 50 years for someone to notice. Truth doesn't shout, it drifts. It hums through static. It glows green in the dark. It crosses billions of miles to find the few who are still curious enough to listen. If you liked this story, hit like, share your theory in the comments, and subscribe for the next mystery. Stay curious and keep your eyes open. The next wow might already be on its way.